Moving to the NFC North, this is one of these numbers, Chris. We start with the Packers, where I looked at it, I'm like, what am I missing here?
Yeah, I know.
10.5?
Mm-hmm.
They were 13-3 last year. I know there's been some drama, maybe a little spillover with the quarterback situation. But Aaron Rodgers is still the guy. Back-to-back seasons, 13-3. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
No.
I think the synergy with quarterback and head coach will be better.
Right.
So 10.5 seems like a very low number to me.
To me, this is one of those that we were just talking about, where you're just like, "What? Over?"
Yeah.
Like, yes. I am too.
Not a whole lot else to say about
the other thing is, over people making too much of a deal about the offseason crap. Like, that's over with. It doesn't matter. Rodgers doesn't care anymore. He's probably like, good and cool. Mark Murphy, Here we go. Let's just play football. I got my coaches, my players.
Offensive line?
Not really. I mean, they might have a new center. Bakhtiari's out, but okay, they'll manage.
Yeah.
So I don't look at it. I'm with you. I don't look at any of it to go, oh man, this could be a big letdown year.
Yeah.
They got a tough start of their schedule, but they still got Aaron Rodgers, some pretty good weapons, a pretty good system. I think the defense has a chance to be better under Joe Barry. I certainly don't expect a drop off. And here's my other big point, okay? Because we're going to sit here and talk about this. Who the hell in the NFC North do you think is going to be that scary? That you think like, oh no, Green Bay might not win? I mean, I look at the NFC North and almost go, that's 6 wins for the Packers, and let's move on to the rest of the schedule. That's almost how you think about it. I know that's not realistic, but I just go, Minnesota right now? Yeah, so let's go. Keep going.
Let's get to them. Minnesota's the next team. Their number is 9.
What?
9.
What?
Under, right?
Right.
I mean, pretty easily under.
I don't see it. I don't. Now, I know Dalvin Cook didn't play in the preseason. Maybe their offensive line's a little bit better. But it's Clint Kubiak, a new offensive coordinator. The defense got a little better, but I don't know if it got that much better.
They're going to be, again, 10-7 is what they have to hit if you're going to go over here.
I just don't see that.
That was such a stretch.
That's another one where I just looked at it and I was like, what? I'm going under here without even thinking.
Yeah.
It's not even going to cross my mind.
How about the Bears at 7.5?
They were a tougher one.
They were a tougher one for me, too, and I went over.
You went over.
I was feeling generous.
Yeah. I don't know where to go with the. I've literally
talk me through it.
I really don't know what to expect from the offense. The Justin Fields situation. I don't like the way the defense looked in the preseason. I don't. I don't think they're going to be better. Mm-hmm. Not to disrespect Sean Desai at all, because I know he's a good coach. He's going to put his stamp on things, all that. You lost Kyle Fuller at corner. Hey, Khalil Mack, we know he's real good. Is he a superstar? I don't think so. Sacks make you a superstar.
Yeah.
He's awesome against the run and gets a good amount of sacks. Akeem Hicks, a little older. I lend to go under here.
Okay.
I'm looking at I think 7 and 10 is how I look at it. Yeah.
This is one. But before I even looked at the actual number, I said, okay, what do you think they're going to be? And I wrote down 8 and 9.
Yeah, okay.
A competitive,
right.
8 and 9. Justin Fields has some nice moments, and they kind of squeak out an 8 and 9.
They could do that, Paul. Last year they won a handful of ugly games and just somehow got into the playoffs. Is the most underwhelming playoff appearance ever, but they did it. And that's what does scare me about them, that they'll kind of just hang around just enough to be in the conversation. Okay. But I don't know. I don't feel it with the Bears.
It is a tough one.
It is.
One that could really go either way. So 7.5 was their number. And I look up and down the NFC. 7 is the lowest number you'll see until you get to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody at 6.
Right.
There's nobody at 5. The Lions' number is 4.5. By far the lowest number in the NFC. They go 5-12, which is a horrible season, and you're a winner on that one if you go over. Trying to talk you into it.
I know. I went under, though. It's another one where the roster doesn't pop to me. Jared Goff's the quarterback. The defense, I like the coaching staff, but I think they're in a total transition period here of leaving the Matt Patricia, vision of their football team. And the other thing that just, stinks for them is the start of their schedule. Until the Bengals in week 6, there's not a team that they play that they're better than.
They should win.
Right. I just think this is a year where, hey, let's set the culture. Let's get started some of the pieces that we know are going to make us better for the future and just work on that. And if we go 4-13, then so what?
Yeah.
Who cares? I mean, nobody's expecting anything from them this year. But there's just too many questions across the board about them for me. And I'll go under. And again, I got Dan Campbell. Maybe he's going to be worth a few more wins with his motivation and physicality and things like that. Aaron Glenn, first-time defensive coordinator. Anthony Lynn, an offensive coordinator. I got to see what his pass game is going to look like. I know he might be good in the run game. What's the pass game going to look like? There's just too many things that jump out to me where I just go, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go under here.
It's fair enough. I did have them taking the over. Just 4.5 felt like a tiny.
You're right. So you're going to go 5
small
and
little number.
5
so
and 12.
I gave them. I gave them a rotten season. With the 5 and 12.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.